We are going to write an official communique to the ANC and ask them to agree with us that a motion of no confidence must be passed. I will tell you why. President Ramaphosa has confessed to his caucus, his own faction, that he's got no defense on the money, that the money was illegal, and that he's got no answers, and therefore he must step down. The president has made a concession to his faction and to his core that he has got no moral defense to those things. That's why you see the president can answer both to parliamentary questions or to any question. The president has got no reason not to answer because he has not been charged. So he can't say the matter is, when the matter is in court, they say sub judice. He can't say the matter is sub judice. So the president has got no answer and he has made that concession. So we are confident that the ANC people will themselves accept that the motion of no confidence must be put on the president if he does not step down. We are not going to fold our arms when we see open violation of the laws of the country because we think we won't get sufficient support. History will absolve us. That's why when Mukhwe passes judgment on Zuma Nkandla issue and say Parliament did not play its oversight role, some of us, we don't feel affected because we know he doesn't refer to us. We played our role. The majority voted against us. We're not asking for something that was not done before. It was done before. We want to go to Phala Phala. We cannot hold president accountable properly if we don't know how the bed looks like. And if that bed really can hide money or not. We want to go to Phala Phala to check if those couches can hide money. How did the criminals get in? There must be an inquiry by Parliament. From there, it must call him to come and answer. And he can't lie to Parliament. We are not preparing an ordinary motion of no confidence. We seek impeachment. Cyril must leave with nothing. He has violated the people of South Africa. He has violated his own party. I mean, the ANC workers goes for days and days without salaries. A man is sleeping on top of dollars. And those cowards are quite, all of them. The party is going to be liquidated. It's owing hundreds of millions. A man is sleeping on top of dollars. And because they are cowards, they don't say anything. We are not going to be party to that. And we require no majority to speak the truth. The truth will remain the truth, even if it's spoken by the minority. This DA, when we came into Parliament in 2014, it was wishy-washy on Nkandla. When we stood up and took Nkandla radically and militantly, took it on, it was this DA that condemned us and called us hooligans and all of that. Because they are slow learners, given the fact that their leader is challenged academically. They are slow learners. They came late to the party. Like many of you South Africans, you came late to the party. You went to drink alcohol, you went to churches, you went to funerals, you condemned the EFF and said the EFF was doing the wrong thing by holding a president accountable. What happened? The EFF stood firm because it knew it's telling the truth. And history absolved in our lifetime the EFF because the ANC for the first time in the history of that caucus went to its own caucus in Parliament and took a resolution, which you are not talking about, to vote with the EFF on a motion of no confidence. That's when Zuma resigned. After a night before he refused to resign, the ANC went into a caucus, something historic that nobody speaks about. As we celebrate our 9 years, we are the first party that made the ANC to agree with in the opposition benches to pass a motion of no confidence on a sitting president. That's when Zuma rushed to call a press conference and resigned. This ANC came to party late at that time. even now, it will come to the party. Who said the ANC never agreed with us in Parliament about a motion of no confidence? Who could have imagined that at that time? So if it could happen that time, I'm answering the question, do you think the ANC will agree with you? The ANC agreed with us before. Paul Mashatile is the one who was presiding over that meeting. If he's truthful, he will tell you because he's a chameleon. He likes changing and lying in the process. He was chairing that meeting. They came to us and said, guys, withdraw the motion of no confidence. We will put the motion of no confidence. So we said, no, you are going to vote on our motion. They went back to give a report that the EFF is refusing. We have no option but to vote with the EFF. We are going to see the history repeating itself if President Ramaphosa does not resign. Who keeps his job after so many children have died in the Eastern Cape? Who keeps his job with such levels of reported cases of rape? Rape has become so fashionable to a point where it's even happening in places that we've never imagined, like Toyando being one of the top 4 in our country. That's how everybody, including the people who were the most peaceful people, who were not violent, can see a vacuum and they're like, let's also commit crime because there's no police force here. I'm still waiting for the pictures of arrested Guptas. I'm still waiting. I don't know if Floyd has got information of the case number that has been opened against the Guptas. Because for you to bring them back, you must first open a case and then go to court to apply for extradition for them to, for this one to apply there, for them to be extradited back into South Africa. There's no such a thing. It was too convenient to be told that Guptas are arrested right at the break of the story of Phala Phala. And they think that they thought we were obsessed with Zuma and the Guptas. We told them we're not obsessed with Zuma and the Guptas. We're done with that page. We're on a new page now. This Phala Phala will be held accountable. And they've got nowhere to hide. The man is going. I can tell you now, the man is going. And no court or any board judge will defend him. This is a man we're told when he got elected that the most transparent man, the most accountable man, Ramaphosa did everything under the sun to avoid accountability. And men, you can't love a person to that extent. You ought to reach a point where you say, this we cannot tolerate. And that is that point.
I'm a king, yes, I'm a king, I think I'm a king,